Hello, and it's Mandy people watching a brand new video. So today, as you can see, we're back and we're talking about another YouTuber who has gotten involved with minors who also happen to be fans. I sound like a broken record at this point. If I'm honest, it's genuinely getting boring. Just having constant YouTuber after YouTuber just come out as talking to an underage fan. It's getting ridiculous. I've already spoken about it in kind of detail. I've spoken about the casting situation, about how YouTubers find it incredibly easy just to prey on fans, use their power and their hierarchy as such, basically control fans and make them do this not so nice stuff. So I thought we'd have a look at the James Charles situation because I think it's a good example of this kind of thing. Now, before we get in, I typically like to stay unbiased. I typically like to just work with the facts. I hate the idea of just working with random, theories and whatnot. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm nearly certain he's not a paedophile. I can nearly guarantee this without a doubt in my mind. He is a dumb YouTuber who has taken advantage of his fans, but I do not believe he is attracted to underage boys. That's just my brain. I might be completely wrong. This is just my view on it. I believe that he has genuinely made a mistake. He is completely in the wrong. Completely in the wrong, and I don't know what the laws are on it, but I've heard people, get a lot of bad consequences due to, mistaken age and whatever. That's not really the point of the video. The point of the video is just say how right I am about cancel culture. So, I brought up this video right here. This video that I made, how cancel culture is not real. It doesn't exist. And I'm going to give you this solid little snippet, little droplet of proof thanks to the main man, JC. Okay, I'm not going to call him that again. So I was just generally talking about people who had been cancelled and how it affects them and how it doesn't affect them really. That's kind of the main point. It is pointless, and in this kind of situation, it has its purposes. It brings this to the forefront. It makes them admit their wrongs. That's as far as it goes. Until it takes legal action, it has no effect. It has no effect at all. The only person that can cancel you is yourself and the police. Sure, there is extreme examples of, for example, Carson. Is it illegal? I don't know, but he's been cancelled. But again, he will only take a few months off, and I nearly guarantee he'll be back. He might not be back in the same way. I doubt his friends will still, hang out with him or whatever. But that's, again, that would have happened whether cancel culture had happened or not. So already, I've set up this thing. So we're talking about Carson in this situation. He spoke to people underage or did something with people underage, and he just left the internet. He will return, as I've said in here, and he might make an apology video. He might not. He might just genuinely return and just not say anything. James Charles has done it slightly different, but in my eyes, it's pretty much the same. So this video, holding myself accountable, he's apologized. He's said he's going to change, and fair play. He's admitted to what he's done. I think that's the only real way to apologize. I think the internet, although cancel culture is dumb, I don't think the internet's stupid enough just to take excuses. And the more excuses you say, the longer it will go on, and the longer it goes on, the more you will be attached to this thing. Even though this has been uploaded 18 hours ago. In the last 30 days, he's leveled on his sub count. He's not taking hits. He's still making a lot of money, and he will make a lot of money even when he goes away off of his videos that he's already uploaded. There is not really much of a downside to this. It's quite sad to see that someone like this can get away with such a thing. I want to clarify that it is a terrible thing that has happened, and he is completely in the wrong and needs some sort of punishment towards it. But again, that's not for me to decide. So again, throughout this video, he apologizes. He admits defeat. He admits he did wrong and that he didn't change from last time. But then at the end, it really caught me. Let me find it.
I'm a firm believer that when scandals or situations like this happen, you can get on camera and upload an apology video where you say sorry a million times all day long, but the only way to actually show and prove that you are sorry is through action and change. And I'm going to change. This whole situation has been so embarrassing and I'm ashamed, but like I said, I'm now educated and fully understand what went on. And I'm making a promise to all of you right now on camera that I will be way more careful moving forward with every single person that I speak to. My For You page and Explore page are not dating apps, and I will stop treating them as if they are. I also have already started asking for proper identification from every single guy that has either reached out or that I was speaking to, and will continue doing so for the rest of time. I now understand the root of the problem. I understand how and why I, and only I, caused myself to get into this situation. I understand that this could have and should have been easily avoided, and I also understand that I need to be aware of my platform at all times. I didn't understand how a situation like this could affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that, to the victims, I am so, so sorry.
It's a hard one to look at because in some ways I think that this is a really good apology video because he does address all the stuff. But there is probably 7 or 8 minutes towards the start of just kind of hopping around the point, talking about the fact that he could have made an in-depth video with receipts, but he decided not to. And I don't really get it. YouTube apology videos are always sly and slimy. Most of the time, they genuinely aren't. I'm sorry, and it's just a ploy to manipulate their fans, manipulate brands, and to just clear their name. And I get that. I get that it's a job, and I get it's something they have to do. But there's just something about it that just doesn't sit right with me personally. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. This will be probably the only time ever he mentioned this. And as I said, he will come back in a few months' time and he'll act like nothing has changed. What does that mean for him? It means potentially he hasn't uploaded 8 videos that he could have made some money on. He will still be making money. He will still be making an affordable, easy income. He won't be living a hard life. He might get some stick in his comments, but with 25 million subscribers, he could not care less about what a single person has to say about him. This is nothing against him personally. I respect the grind that he's been on. I respect the fact that he's built up 25 million subscribers. I respect the fact that he is the figurehead of the beauty community or whatever that is. And he's built that and I am impressed. I give that credit. I don't personally watch him. I'm not part of that scene, as you can tell. Whether it's right or wrong, he will return. It seems very, very, very unlikely that any other consequences apart from a slight loss of income and a couple of months off will change anything. It just means a good time for him to go on holiday, basically. That's it. Time to reflect on himself. The more controversies people are in, like him, the more he's kind of brought to attention, the more people will watch this video specifically, the more people will talk about this video specifically in the events, the more his name will be out there, the more he'll grow, the more he'll eventually end up making in the future. It means nothing. This is the proof that cancel culture is dumb and stupid, and although again it brought light to it, that's all it did. In my mind, it's like having a really important kind of agenda, something that needs to be changed in society. So you share it on Twitter, you talk about it loads, everyone starts knowing about it, but it's not acted upon. It's just this thing that people spoke about that nothing never really happened. It's hard to explain because social media is such a strange place. This is going completely off topic, and I hope I've spoken about James Charles enough because I don't think there's much more to be said apart from the fact that he's not a paedophile and he is in the wrong and he will be perfectly fine after once he comes back to YouTube. I was gonna make another video, but I just didn't want to because I didn't think it was right. I don't know where I've been for the last few years, but I've recently in the last couple of weeks really realized the toxic nature of social media and the fact that there are so many sad people out there that just don't have any lives who will just go out and troll people just to get a reaction. Again, like I said in the Maximilian Mus video, I think trolling can be funny. I think a degree of kind of hatred against a specific person can be funny in a certain scenario, but it's all about picking your victim, picking your target. Someone like myself, I couldn't care less what people said about me. I've done all those hate videos and I thought they were all really funny, and not a single one of those I have thought about past those videos. I laughed at them in the videos. That's it. There is much more people around that can't handle this, and this is what people don't understand. Just because someone can seem confident on camera doesn't mean that they are confident in real life, doesn't mean that they're easily able to take this kind of criticism, this hate for no reason. This random person on the internet with no profile picture, no information, just some loser online will just say something bad. And if they're having a bad day, if they're not really feeling it on that day, and they are genuinely kind of a person that can either be easily offended or is in a really bad place in their life, it can really do damage. And I don't know if people want this to happen, but they'll go and they'll attack someone, they'll talk about someone, they'll throw shade at someone. Then as soon as that person kind of does something that, oh wait, they were actually really not a good place, they'll suddenly switch sides and people will be, you know, people want to seem like they're good even when they aren't. I used to make unfunny videos talking about people, kind of roasting people. Even back then when I was dumb and I made unfunny videos, I made sure that I would never ever go after someone that would seemingly kind of not take it as a joke and would take it as serious, genuine hate. because it's not about the trolling, it's not about the hate or whatever. It's about choosing your victim, and when you choose it wrong, it can go bad. I know this has gone completely off tangent. This was another video I wanted to make, and I just think it's an important thing to say, especially at the end of this kind of video. Although I'm certain that James Charles is the kind of person who's had so much hate, so much grief over the years that he does not check his comments. He does not check Twitter for his mentions. Think about who you try and cancel over no evidence, or think of who you accuse of what. Think of what you do, and stay safe on the internet. Sorry, this just divulged into complete madness, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and I'll be mad to be 14. If you have any genuine opinions on either thing I've talked about today, whether it's James Charles specifically or just the horrible toxicness of online, especially Twitter, leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and I'll be mad to be 14. Once again, stay safe as always, and see ya.
Life pass you by like a car on a freeway. These days, keep a noose hanging in my breezeway. Gotta get the bread dough cheesecake. Bad with connection, no breezeway. Ice out my heart, nigga, freeze way. Gotta go some way, what way? Under the weather like Subway. I'm done with the L's making dub plays. I'll see you in hell, nigga, someday. I seen all your souls and they're ugly.